Practice 7.2, all together now, in which the explanation speed is moderate. Well, let's have a look at this. Could you pause the video, please, and try to solve this fairly complicated looking equation? And then I'll come back. Okay, here I am. Well, in order to do this, we'll need to use some steps, and we'll need to use them in a certain order. First, we will multiply through to eliminate brackets using the distributive property. And then we will eliminate fractions, multiplying by the lowest common multiple. Make some zeros to move the constant terms to the right and the variable to the left. And finally, we'll make a coefficient of 1 in front of the variable, and we will be done. Okay, so here we go. Using the distributive property, I will multiply 3 halves into the binomial on the left. That will be 3 times x over 2 times 5, which is 3x over 10. I will then multiply through again with 3 halves times 1/4, which is 3 times 1, over 2 times 4. This is 3/8. Wow, we are already heading to the right-hand side. I will multiply 1/5 times x and then 1/5 times 3/4. So that's 1 times x over 5. It's just write it as x over 5. Now 1/5 times 3/4 is 1 times 3 over 5 times 4. That is positive 3 over 20. Now, there's a lot of fractions in there, but the brackets are gone. So let's move on, having done the distributive property here. In order to get rid of the fractions and multiply by the lowest common multiple, we need to find out what that is. What is the lowest common multiple of 10, 8, 5, and 20? All these numbers must divide into it. Well, 10 is 2 times 5. 8 is 2 times 2 times 2. 5 is just a prime number, and 20 is 2 times 2 times 5. So what you have to do is just go through, 2 and another 2 and yet another 2 and a 5. 2 times 2 is 4 times 2 is 8. 8 times 5 is 40. But maybe you could just see that each one of these numbers will divide into 40. That's the number we need to use. So 40 times the left and 40 times on the right. So what I need to do is use the distributive property again one more time, this time to eliminate brackets. 40 times 3 times x over 10 is 4 times 3x, which is 12x. The fraction's gone. We planned it that way. 40 times 3 over 8. Well, that's 5 times 3 is 15. On the other side, we need to multiply 40 times x over 5, and then 40 times 3 over 20. 40 times x over 5 is 8x. And 40 times 3 over 20 is 2 times 3 is 6. Look, the fractions are gone. So we'll finish by subtracting 15 from both sides. Also, we will subtract 8x from both sides. And let's see where that brings us to. Working this out, 12x minus 8x is 4x. And on the right-hand side, 6 and negative 15 is negative 9. We have made our zeros, and we are going to finish by making a 1, a coefficient of 1 in front of x. We'll do that by dividing both sides by 4, and we now have our answer. X is equal to negative 9 over 4. Well, I hope that worked. Please press on. Thanks very much.